Cristy, Code Red, author, entrepreneur, retired professional boxer, and in today's video, we're talking about staying on track while grieving a loss. I hope this is something you need to hear. Somebody needs to hear it. Let's talk about it. Because experiencing a loss can hit even the strongest people really hard. We're talking about, and when I say loss, I'm talking about, it's important to understand that the loss isn't limited to an actual death of a loved one. It might be the loss of a pet. It might be the loss of a job. It might be the loss of a relationship, losing everything in a fire, even the loss of a familiar community as you move to a new location. That is a loss. Loss leads to grief, which shows up in both predictable and very unpredictable ways. We've all heard of the 5 stages of grief, but it's important to remember that grief is not a linear experience. You may experience the different stages of grief several times. You may experience 3 of the 5 stages. You may experience stuff that's not even a part of the stages of grief. Your grieving process is unique to you. And the first step to grieving in a healthy way is to allow grief to happen how it needs to happen for you. Whatever your grief process looks like. Here are a few tips to help you grieve in a healthy way without going off the rails. The first thing you can do is allow your emotions to come up. I'm not saying that you have to feel everything all the time. And there may be instances where you compartmentalize, like when you're driving on the highway and you burst into tears. Well, that might endanger you or other people. You see what I'm saying? But it's important to allow yourself to feel how you feel. Judgment free, even if it's not socially acceptable. The right thing you can do is just talk about your loss. If that even helps, if that's kind of something that helps you to do. You may not need to do this for forever, but talking about what you've lost can help you work through it. Not everyone in your life may be willing or even able to listen. Just understand that. But if there are people and they are willing, take them up on their offer. And even talking to a therapist might help. My dad's an LCPC. I understand the benefits of talking to a therapist. When you're grieving, it also helps to eat healthy food, drink water, and sleep. And I totally understand why it seems pointless to stick with a healthy eating. And why the thought of diving into whatever comfort foods you want. I understand why that sounds appealing. I totally get that. But the reality is, once time has passed and you begin to discover your new normal, you won't be grateful to have another 30 pounds to lose on top of everything else you're going through. That's not gonna help anything. Plus, eating healthy, drinking water, and sleeping will better equip you to process through your grief. Eating crap may comfort you in that exact moment, but you'll feel worse physically, emotionally, and you just overall will feel worse about yourself. The food that we eat influences our emotions, and when you're already feeling completely rotten, eating garbage food is the worst thing you can do. Another thing that you can do to grieve in a healthy way is to let people help you, especially if they offer to help you. The whole suffer in silence thing, that doesn't work. You feel isolated and unloved, and at a time where you're already feeling lost and disconnected. If people offer to help you with something, take them up on it. You don't have to take everyone up on their offer to help, but if someone's willing to drive you someplace or run your errands or just be present and listen, accept their help. Finally, when grieving a loss, Be kind to yourself. Your loss may barely affect you, or it may take out more of you than you even expect. We don't know. So allow yourself time and space to process, to grieve, to heal. This is especially important if you're someone who's unusually hard on yourself. I mean, I get it. But at the same time, the last thing you need to do is punish yourself. You know? How much space you need to heal and process depends entirely upon you and what you've gone through. Listen to yourself and be honest with yourself. Your exact recipe for staying on track while grieving depends on you and depends on your exact situation. But the tips that I've shared in this video are great places to start. If you need or you want a deeper dive into staying on track while grieving, you can check out Grief, Loss, and Code Red, which is a digital series, learning series hosted by Larry Terhurst. I mentioned him earlier. He's an LCPC, a licensed counselor, and Carrie Thompson, an MSNRN, who worked in the ICU for almost 20 years and has witnessed grief in every form that you can imagine. So check out Grief, Loss, and Code Red at coderedlifestyle.com/grief. I hope this helped, and I'll see you on the next video.